two persons are lying on their hospital bed. First person, how did you meet an accident? Because of lady driving ahead of me. How? She gave right indicator and in the end turned left. Second, how would you met an accident? Same situation. Because of lady driving ahead of me. She gave right indicator and to my utter surprise, she actually turned right. Mr. Toastmasters and fellow shoulders. I have love and hate relationship with riding or driving. At my childhood, at the age of 10, boys are supposed to learn riding bicycle. So both my elder brother did as per expectation. Then all eyes are on me. And I was equally excited to stay away from bicycle. One fine day, bicycle was offered to me. And I was treated like a groom. You have to sit on saddle seat and try paddling. My elder brother told me. It was so easy, I thought. First step, I had to climb on the bicycle. After a few attempts, I made it with the help of my friend. Start paddling, he shouted. I looked at paddle and tried to apply the force. Look straight. Are you crazy? How can I do both things at the same time? I thought in my mind. After few times, bicycle started moving. And I was happy. But then soon I realized I am pretty innocent. It was my brother who was actually the culprit. Learning driving bicycle continued for 10 years. And after sustaining many injuries almost on every major part of my body, one day we both delighted to know that me and bicycle, we are not made for each other. After many years, I decided to embark on another journey to learn riding a bike. Bike was pretty simple to bicycle. I frightened when my brother drove. But with minor addition of race, gear and brake, I felt comfortable, at least it has a brake. So I gave a kick to start it. After few attempts, it started and started moving ahead. Straight. I was happy. After a few moments, I don't know what happened, it just started rotating like a top. I thought, as race was at right side, so brake should be at the left side. So I was doing right, left. But my efforts were fruitless. Eventually, I left the handle, closed my eyes, and started supplicating. And bike stopped. I opened my eyes, and I saw two hands holding the handle from front. I thought it was angel from heaven who came to rescue me. And when my eyes are wide open, it was just a passerby staring at me. I got my first car. Before that, on that day, I made firm promise. I never come closer to bike again. I got my first car, a brand new Cultus, after joining Century Paper, my current job. And I was so happy. I invited my friend Tada and Rizwan to accompany me, logically, because I like to share my happiness. No, because I needed their help to bring it to my home. Every morning then, I used to look at her and then choose to take auto to go to my office. This routine continued for 2 years. Then one day my colleague said, would you be ever able to drive a car? or you like to rely on auto forever. This comment made me angry, and out of anger, I decided to learn driving a car. You have to change from neutral to first gear to move the car. I did the same, and car moved, but then suddenly stopped with a jerk. What happened? I asked my instructor. Don't be so polite to your clutch. You can't release it at first gear. Then after that, I understood, and after a few days of training, I was able to drive without a stoppage. How many gears are in your car? My instructor asked one day. Probably 4 or 5. You must be very good at theory. His question took me back to my brief stay at Kennedy University, a student of civil engineering, and at workshop, even my female colleagues were able to cut the piece of wood or iron, but I couldn't. Yes, I am, I proudly declared. But how would you know? You are practically driving at a first gear only. After that, I started learning driving very fast. First 2 months, first gear. Next 2 months, first gear. Next 2 months, first gear. And eventually after 1 year, I was successful to drive at a second gear. And it took me another 1 year to finally drive my brand new Cultus that was 4 years old at that time. After 1 year, I got my second car, a white Corolla XLR, giving me stunning look. And I loved to drive it from day one. But who knew at that time she has to wait for next 4 years to finally have me a car. And my latest car, which I got 3 years back, spectacular, strong blue Corolla GNI. She is still with me. Fellow Toastmasters, learning anything is not easy. Whether riding a bicycle, driving a car, or public speaking. When I was first invited to speak in a table topic session, I could only spoke for 40 seconds. But I didn't quit. I continued paddling without fear of falling and injuring me. And then what happened? Some of you who have witnessed the last speech contest may testify that I was able to inspire the audience deeply. It was very rightly said, fear of public speaking is worse than fear of death. But for me, fear of riding a bicycle is little more than that. Mr. Toastmaster.